Then she'll take Dragon Scale. Then she'll take Wings. And the Fighter's Ring. And here we go.
It's basically, yes. You want to have belts or bust. And make sure you have all of the belts. See if your races end poorly by not having all the belts required.
And there's a gold chest to start. And a Fighter's Ring to start.
And of course, your required key. All racers will probably cast Return. Get the heck out of Dodge. Nice big swamp. Now, do you buy more keys? You buy more keys. You have some gold. You max out your key stash, and you go back to that treasury.
Oh yeah, that's the absolute smart thing to do, and I see Will Wagner doing that, and Centroid's getting ready to do that.
Fire Teeth, however, does not. Let's see, Fire Teeth. I believe Fire Teeth is new to the randomizer overall. So just didn't check the spells. Didn't look at the spells they had.
But it's gonna get an experience point anyways.
Alright, we'll see how far back this puts Fire Teeth, because our other races are going to have lots of keys, basement access, and treasury. It's going to be a huge change of pace here.
Yeah, Lord of the Synth, I don't think Fire Teeth checked his spells. Oh, and unfortunately for Gelf, his pathway is blocked. And it's just
soldier.
waiting.
There you go, Fire Teeth. Went back to the save of this game. Realized, oh wait, I have Return. And it does that.
Okay,
crap,
Treasury has an herb and a death necklace.
Some gold.
More gold. And an herb. Okay, so you can't do a cursed belt grind in the castle. You have to do it ghetto style like we had on the last race that we had that was here on Randomania, where you're just going to have to watch the VOD for that. It was a really close race at the end.
So no easy grind here for your there's a chance of being Darren Ham would be a pretty easy take for you. Small chance for Rimbledar to be a walk, but not too hard. Maybe the freebie cave is a chest, you're in good shape there. But otherwise, it might be a bit of a hard trick to get that grind going.
Oh, goodness. Oh, we found something nasty over at Centroid. DL2 Breath Red Slime.
Alright, Red Slime Jalapeno, and Wagner runs to a Scorpion, which is just a bit faster than he is.
And Silver Harp Trading Cave underneath the castle.
Yeah, the castle itself is kind of a bust in terms of endgame stuff. You know, obviously some golden herbs, key shops available to you. But, again, nothing here is a really big deal. I mean, you can do a gold grind from the armor, find a town nearby. But in terms of actually endgame stuff, castle's not going to help you. Oh, Angel, don't worry about that. We're like 5 enemies away from me having any flashbacks last night. One enemy with 5 red signs scaring me now.
Or where you got, like, no strength until level 3.
That happens all the time, though. That's not a weird thing. That's just, you know, distribution of stats. Alrighty, racers are moving around. Again, south's still hard to. No healing, other than the herbs. So our racers are kind of going north and looking around that swamp area. Also, no torches. The sea does have the torch in the fairy water in combat available. But without torches on hand, you can't use them. So basically, these little feudal hunches.
And Will Wagner is doing the smart thing, just grinding, and the same thing with Gelf. Everybody's just grinding, however, Centroid exploring.
Centroid decides, I have lots of money, I'm gonna find a town. I hope. 2 caves?
Well, finds 2 caves, and Will Wagner Music has gotten himself level 2. 4 power, 11 agility, 3 more hit points, and a spell. And it turns out it's sleep, so that's quite nice to have early game. Can try to plink down this Magidrake.
Yeah, sleep's gonna be really important to, you know, if you're fighting in combat and your combat can be extended by 5, 6, 7 rounds by sleeping the enemy, by all means. Magidrake might be a bit of a stretch, but we'll want to give it a shot. Centroid and Fire Teeth have found caves. I'm thinking swamp. They're walking south, I think. It might be North Swamp.
And both Centroid and Fire Teeth are dead, and they're going to go back to the castle. And somebody points out one of those caves is Mountain Cave.
There's one Mountain Cave. One might have been Swamp. I'm pretty sure I saw Farty walking south. Level 2 for Guelph as well. So Wagner and Guelph level 2. Farty and Centroid's level 1, doing more walking than killing.
Yeah, they kind of want to get that exploration lead out there.
Wagner, this epic struggle against his Magidrake has put to sleep. He's now out of MP. He's now wrestling with it in the woods. Takes it down finally.
And we'll get level 3 in the process. So we have no strength, but 3 agility, 8 more hit points, and 9 magic points. I kind of like that because that gets you some more sleep casts.
Will wanted that power though. Vents on that slime. Tears it in half. Well, Guelph heads
That
back
slime
down
was like
south.
beating up on Jello.
Alright, Farty heading south to the swamp on the far side. Guelph is heading back through the caves, the desert.
And Freyteef learns of the dangers of the red slime.
Yeah, red slime's a problem. Alright, since we're in at level 1 from Magidrake, much more dangerous. Magidrakes have quite a few hit points. Gets past though. Gets most of the herbs, it gets past to get that kill. So level 3 should be in range for Centroid there.
Yeah, and with a lot of town south of Tantagel.
Alright.
It has to get away from this poltergeist.
Alas, the 80s movies claims Guelph. Guelph knows now, you can go south, find some goods. So you go open that treasury, get some gold. Never was down there.
Unfortunately for Will Wagner Music, the nasty blue dragon decides to take after this gold. Like the greedy dragons that they are. They're greedy! And eventually Guelph gets squashed by one too.
Yeah, dragons are down south, it's dangerous. Priority to level 2. Again, so now, Guelph's trying to get down south of that town Pseudo has. So definitely working on get to town Pseudo has, then worry about saving your gold pieces. Never mind. Both sides. I'll just grind some over here and
Centroid almost at level 4.
Centroid, check out the caves here. Red slime, blue dragon.
And level 4 for Centroid. 9 power, 2 agility, 3 hit points, 4 magic points, no other spells, but that 9 hit points, that's pretty nice to have, but unfortunately, Rift Knight, not quite so nice. They'll take him back.
Yeah, Rift Knight, you're still hitting for, you see your whole HP total, so you're out. I must note though, Centroid must be using a different
Wait a
name
minute, was he
build?
just cursed?
Yeah, Centroid has the death necklace on. That's why the necklace's armor is so much lower on that, and that's why Centroid's been fighting things above their weight class. It's purposely put on death necklace. Early game, you get your curse. You show up with these things, you eat the herbs, go to town. However, detail is you must find Breckenary, or you're gonna have a problem later on. Alrighty, let's see. Bluff dies again, enforcement. Party thing down to the desert of caves.
I think Centroid might be regretting putting on that death necklace.
Yeah, Centroid is now. Centroid's now
Dead.
stuck.
He's
Ready for that walk.
soft locked. He's got to reset.
Yeah, Centroid has to restart the game because once you're out of herbs, you cannot escape the swamp. It's Ron Burgundy. Ooh, Rimmildar, found by Will Wagner, down south below Titangel.
Finding
Centroid.
Keytown early, but
Centroid made a big gamble. Alright, the world's most well-guarded herb. Yes, Centroid learning, unfortunately, that's a way to get levels fast, but if you can't, parlay it into a heal spell, or otherwise way to get Breckenary, you'll be locked out of the castle in a few deaths.
that is true. But was there a gold? A gold grind's available, so if he makes his way to Mountain Cave and dies in there, you know what? I don't think Will Wagner has seen Mountain Cave or anything like that, so maybe the next person to find Rimbledar and sees that, I think it's a big advantage for him.
Very possible, very possible. Speaking of things being tracked and monitored, we should go over our broadcast team. Obviously, we are here talking, myself and SigmaFan. Doing your restream is Loda Synth, and doing your tracking is Algebrap and Monsieur Slime.
And also, we need to give a shout out to our runners, Centroid41, Will Wagner Music, Frightief, and Gelf35. Give them all a follow on Twitch, by the way. They would love your support. We are a big community here at Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Also give our restreamer Lord of the Synth a follow, Seawolf1 and myself a follow, doing our commentaries, and doing our tracking, Monsieur Slime and Algebrap. All great runners in their own right, well, except for myself, of course, I'm pretty average. That's why I do a lot of talking. And if you want to get in on the action for Dragon Warrior Randomizer, all you gotta do is just download that randomizer. You can do that at the links in the chat. And also join our Discord where we have lots of races happening. There's our weeklies that usually happen, but not during the case of the tournaments or the winter leagues. And we also have options for randomizers for Dragon Warriors 2, 3, and 4, which are also good as well. So, get in on that Dragon Warrior randomizer action. Rando.
Alrighty. For all of rambling, the racers are kind of in the same spot, so unfortunately, not much has changed.
But I gotta say, I am loving Will Wagner's strategy here. Has the hand axe and is just gonna fight a lot of these Drakimas at 20 experience a pop.
Yeah, Drakimas is normally in a vanilla game. By the time you find them, you're well surpassing them. But in a randomizer, they usually pop up in great spots. They're kind of a good mid-range kill. They're not really dangerous usually. And they give out 25 experience points, so it's a pretty good jump, especially with the very fast experience points early game.
Absolutely. And there is Will Wagner continuing to do his thing, putting the Drakimas to sleep, slicing it down, and now it's going to get level 5. He's hoping for a heal spell.
Big power.
9 more power, 7 agility, 11 more hit points, 6 more magic points, so that's good. That allows him, he can take out this druid no problem, hopefully.
Yeah, again, big stats. No boost of magic, but just huge stats across the board. You know, getting basically 10, 10, 11, and 6. You know, it's effectively that, but it's huge gains.
You know, I would like to see somebody get the 10, 10, 3, 2, 1 stats.
Alright, Centroid now begins the natural climb, you know, without steroids, is slowly progressing the natural way. RT takes on a Scorpion, again, with just a little extra boost there. That level 4 giving the H strength makes this fight more palatable. Sleep also helps big time.
Especially when you're going up against a wolf who's a little bit sleep resistant.
Yeah, wolves are not always fall asleep. It's pretty good odds, but not usually in their favor, but they can resist it. And again, with very little armor, it's a little dangerous. But
almost there to a level. Just 3 more experience points away for Will Wagner Music.
Board, yes, it's odd because Centroid actually had before the Death was on to do the early grinding, and then had to soft lock because they ended up 1 hit point outside the castle. No herbs in a swamp.
Hurt at 6. It doesn't do Will Wagner that much good, by the way, because he does have the hand axe and he's now one-shotting Drakimas.
Yeah, Will Wagner's stats and gear kind of surpasses Hurt already. And also, Hurt More will not be happening in Seed. This Seed flag set does not have Hurt More available, so your grind and your end fight will be, you know, all natural.
So a lot of good grinding going on. It around 330, was it 338 or 330 something is when you get level 7 for, no wait. Yeah, 330 something for Will Wagner to get level 8, level 7. And he's absolutely on his way. I like the idea of grinding for heal. just a regular heal spell because Rimuldar, you can't buy herbs, and grinding. Ooh, this could be big for Centroid. Metal Slime.
Metal Slime is here. Metal Slime's a coward, though. Metal Slime can still run away. But...
1, 2, he kicked out.
1, 2, flee!
Nice one, Seawolf.
I tried. Alrighty, meanwhile, what else do we have here? Level 6 for Will Wagner, still grinding strong. Again, Will Wagner now seeing all the low mid-class enemies are dying in 1 or 2 hits. Combat's going pretty well. Wealth is piling their options. Party fighting scorpions. Detroit is... Ooh, got into the cave and
We
found
got
some
a
goods.
torch in Mountain Cave. An herb.
An Erdrick's armor.
An Erdrick's armor. This has to be This is Garen's grave.
Alright, so Garen's grave, top level. Has the Erdrick's armor. Armor is great, but you still die to a Wraith Knight. Unfortunately, level 2.
You know what this does mean for Centroid, though?
Death Necklace is back in play.
And Gold Grind is available, but he ruined it.
I mean, look at all his herbs yet. This is basically Soul Blazer now. Alright, so Centroid's going to do... What's the situation? Behind about 4 or 5 levels, depending on who you're talking to. But better gear could really work in their favor in the long run. So until our racers get into that cave and get the grave and dig up those armor chests, you're going to be behind. Slowly but surely they'll start losing ground. Now,
Centroid put on that Death Necklace again?
I'm not certain.
By the way, Will Wagner got level 7. Didn't see the
Nope.
stats on that.
Yeah, Death Necklace is still in his inventory, so Centroid did not put it on yet. Centroid, despite the armor, very low hit points, so still getting one shot by wizards and large angry enemies. So unfortunately the caves are still very dangerous.
By the way, it looks like the Warlocks have a Diet Wombo combo, which is Sleep and a Baby Bro.
Yeah, so again, for Will Wagner it's dangerous because 2 breaths in sleep can be fatal. Again, 55 hit points level 7, so it's starting to get a little beefier. But you still die, basically guaranteed death to a DL2 breath almost. Hurt more can kill you. And sleep is still very dangerous. A game where you cannot dodge attacks, sleep is almost lethal in most cases.
And Will Wagner finding Tablet Cave.
Move down around here. We turn to the box. Spin around and find.
Finds the Fairy Flute.
Alright. Now Wagner has run into a golem before, so it might be useful.
I would say so.
Alright, Centroid just in level 3 again. Farteeth is in the... I think Farteeth's in the lower parts of the mountain cave.
It's quite interesting because you have Garen's Grave and Mountain Cave so close. That's 10 chests.
Ooh, a cursed belt!
But yep, in Mountain Cave, and it looks like to be only one of them.
Yeah, I think it's in the second staircase, right south of the staircase chest.
And Will Wagner finds Gantlin.
These Rimuldar, we have to count them. Alright, Wagner getting some armor, the chainmail. Maybe they'll partake in the Actually, it's kind of dangerous without any heal spells. Grab some fairy water.
I like this play.
Again, the prices here are now stacked, so you don't have the cash pricing, so you need, you want big gear, you need big money. Farteeth filling at this Wraith Knight. I think Farteeth found all the chests in the mountain cave, so no harm, no foul there.
And Gelf has a gold grind.
Alright, Gelf's getting some money, and Gelf knows where to find Rimaldar. Let's see. Centroid grind. Wagner stack with my herbs. Farteeth is going to head back to that cave again. There's the other cave, perhaps. And Gelf getting the grind on.
Yep, good grind. Gonna grind up to around 30,000. And we know everything is in Rimaldar. We've seen the magic armor, we've seen the flame sword, and the red slime just breathed fire on Centroid.
Yep.
"48 south, 6 west."
That's not too bad.
And Gelf
Alright.
gets into Rimaldar.
Gelf's gonna cash in some gold, some good gear. And Will Wagner might take a little walk down south, find that, well, whatever it is. Yeah, Gelf didn't really grind all the way. Gelf got enough for the flame sword, and that's about it. Well, so be it. Flame sword it is. Farteeth takes down Metal Slime. Cash in level 7. Those sweet, sweet stats.
Those are great stats, and now he's gonna find Rimaldar.
Alrighty. Let's see.
She's gonna have enough for a hand axe, but that's it.
It's a good investment. Will Wagner. Walk on counting. So. Ooh, Tulum might be lost.
Yeah, I've seen this before. It's like when you are in the manager's special supermarket sweep trying to find that something with that red star, and sometimes you just gotta give up.
Get the best star. Just go for the 5 hands.
Or just clean out the health and beauty aid section.
Oh yeah, that's up. For 5 hands though.
And
Alright.
Gelf now has the armor, with the flame sword too, so I don't think he needs to do much more grinding money now.
Yep. So, Gelf, unless they want the big shield, it's a fair game for that. Otherwise, they're in good shape. So now it's a matter of finding some gear. And once they find the chest in the other cave that has the cursed belt, you can look into details of that. If I'm a racer, I'm thinking, I hope Garanham has the belt or something like that, or it's, fast grabs. Party back in the caves. Oh, Wagner. Let Metal Slime. Never mind, Metal Slime's gone. And Centroid's still grinding away. Gelf, turn on the torch. Go to Garen's grave. A little bit of light there.
once again, it's another heads-up play. I like what Gelf is doing, and Gelf needs to do this.
Ooh, the belt.
And finds a curse bell.
Alright, so belt 1 is 2nd floor Mountain Cave, belt 2 is 2nd floor Garen's Grave. So no free belts. Goes back to the 3rd.
And Will Wagner has never gotten east of the castle, by the way. He's never been in that area, and everything is so close to each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, 2 caves in the town down there. Yeah, so the little eastern spot around the bend there, kind of important. Archie's pondering their options. Where do I go now? Go almost to the bottom of the grave there. Alright, we found Garen's Dragon Skill.
I wonder if Gelf is just gonna get himself killed here. That's a good enemy to do it on.
Yeah, Axe Knight should be a quick murder. We'll find out how this works. There we go. Okay, Gelf, no reason to gold grind anymore, but obviously there's nothing much you can do in this cave with all the chests found. And the knowledge of 1 cursed belt on that level.
I saw 2 curse belts in Gelf's possession. I think he also went into Mountain Cave and got one from there.
Correct.
So now I'm just wondering if Gelf... He's gold grinding for the Silver Shield. I don't mind this play at all, because we still haven't found Swamp Cave. And so he's just gonna get armored up to the nines, and who could blame him?
It's free grab there. You have the gold grind going, and frankly, you don't know who the boss monster is yet, so we've only seen the golem passing, and the axe armor has stopped spell. So, one enemy seems pretty tame, one enemy was a one-shot kill, but it's a golem, so it happens. And Will Wagner again trying to search for that spot, and just being a hair off.
I want to ask, could it possible that you can have coordinates but have it be nothing?
No, old man will just simply say, I have faith in you. Good job, go and fight. So the old man will not... Old man is not mean like that. He's not the jerk. His brother the jerk is in the cave for a reason. But unfortunately, Will Wagner has not counted accurately. So there's something there somewhere. But what is it? I doubt it's
yeah, but the Armor Knight will chop him to senses. By the way, Fried Thief has explored the bottom of Mountain Cave. He now knows where belts are.
Alright, so Fried Thief now has both belts available. But has not seen the Garen's Grave yet, so that's not found the armory. It's unfortunately Will Wagner's area to find the item at. And that locale is also Armor Knights, Axe Knights, I think some dragons down there. So, it's a very scary location to be at if you don't know where to go. Alrighty, so all racers, I don't think I see a Dragon kill in the future. I think I see belts would be the way to go. But getting them all is a real pain in the neck.
Right, it's just a matter of finding Swamp Cave. However, I would say Gelf has the big advantage, has the Flame Sword, has Erdrick's armor, and now has the Silver Shield. Fried Thief is looking to be right behind him in guards of the sword and the shield, because he's now gold grinding. Which, I have to say, is really smart in a heads up. All Gelf has to do is just find Swamp Cave.
Yep, so Gelf's down to kind of like, not say go mode, but level 5 only, so no healing spell yet. Outside the herbs, you're not doing much. If you're lucky, it's like a stone man in the guard spot, you can put it to sleep and beat it up. Maybe you can sneak a win and a kill, but you still have to get all those belts first. So you want to do you search the map for search the world for that swamp cave, or do you just get your belts now and then do it at the end?
Right, we could say that Gelf is in know mode right now, K-N-O-W mode. He knows what he needs to do.
but where? Centroid, level 6, head into the cave now. Now in Mountain Cave. So we'll find a belt and a few other things here. Not knowing that 2 steps that way. Actually, no, I'm lying. Centroid had the armor first. Oh my god. So again, this cave has the one cursed belt down south, otherwise pretty tame for other stuff there. Ooh, Will Wagner again. Head south, trying to find that spot, and gets dragged.
Will Wagner has a big advantage, but is just missing stuff. Freyteeth, however, we see has level 8 and has the flame sword and magic armor, did a gold grind for certain stuff, and finds another metal slime.
Be fun.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, ring the bell.
That's slime at a family. There it is. There's the brother. Right there.
Now will it stay or will it go?
Ah, these are some bold metal slimes.
Yep. So we got 1 on it. 2.
Wow.
3.
Encouraging slimes. Alright, Freyteeth getting a huge experience lead.
Level 9.
26 power.
26 power!
They were running before, they'll be running now. Alright, so Centroid again in Mountain Cave, trying to find the rest of those cursed belts. Will Wagner just found Mountain Cave himself.
And a misminion by Freyteeth, who's got Radiant now at 9. So Hurt and Radiant at 9.
Alrighty, and Gilf finds Cantlin. Don't think Gilf been looking for the coordinates yet. Binder finds belt in the Mountain Cave, so area A to go to. So Freyteeth now is basically free to kill just anything in the game, barring healing options. So most mid-level enemies are now fair game for Freyteeth. But Freyteeth needs to go to the other cave and find that armor to be on even keel. Ready? Will's now getting a gold grind on. Go exploring the world, trying to find that swamp cave. Freyteeth right behind, but bypassing there's armor. It's not going to a Garen's grave.
That's right. However, if I'm Gelf right now, I now grind. It's probably the best play.
Okay, search and grind. If I'm Gelf, I'm walking the world with my, great armor, great shield, big sword. I'm just trying to find a swamp cave and free kills. Yeah, Will has a few options. Will unfortunately has not seen Luminar yet, so Will might try and walk that all the way down to Cantlin to spend that gold.
But how about Cole? Oh, nothing.
Cole's not real.
Cole is a liar!
Alright, fortunately Cole's nothing there, so tucked away in the swamp. What's this? Maybe the town is something. Maybe this town is a red dragon.
Can he get away? No, he can't.
Thou art dead. Level 9 also has Repel, or maybe level 8 have Repel. So Freyteeth now trying to walk and explore.
I think what Freyteeth's gonna do is gonna get all of his cursed belts.
Might as well. Yeah, level 9, you can stats for this thing, but you're basically ready to fight that monster. You can probably take on most boss monsters level 9, level 10, one could go. Again, waiting for heal spells, of course, still. But, while you're here, grab the belts to get that out of the way.
Yep, and in this seed, there is a little bit of a note. You have to have. Well, there's Breckenry. Does no good. But the note is you have to learn Heal before Heal More. So that's something to take.
Again, I haven't found Heal yet, so very good chance that you're not going to find either one until level 11, level 12.
Centroid might have a shot at this metal slime that'll get him to level 8. He's gotta land a hit, and doesn't look like it's happening. Nope. The Great Metal Slime struggle continues. He's got one. And so far, that's it. Two.
There's the third one. Oh no.
There it goes. Yeah, there it is. That's the third one.
There it is. Okay, good.
Centroid at level 8.
These slimes are immobile. They're taking like champs.
Well, they're metal. What do you expect?
I mean, I've seen this outline. Don't be fooled by the shininess. They're definitely fast. And nothing scary early game seed. We have no strength and they can't run away from you. They have them with like fire breath of sleep. You just know you can't get away. And if they want to kill you, they will. Right, we'll try again to find this spot.
I don't think there's anything there.
No,
I
it's
mean,
gotta be there.
I'm thinking if there's a Stones of Sunlight or Silver Harp or a token, don't those usually go away in this type of seed?
Nope. I think they're all available. Because if you're not playing, Open Charlock, you still need to get into the castle, because the castle might have the first bells for you.
By the way, Freyteeth has done his homework. He has everything. But he has not gone into Garen's grave, which is right there.
Might not have to. I mean, it's good to have. It's very important to have that armor, but it might not be required. Yep, Open Charlock, so obviously you don't need those items. So they might not be in the pool. That said, it could be Urza's sword on the ground there. Where we're trying to.
But what's fooling me is that we've seen 3 cursed belts. So that tells me that all the search spots are open.
I mean, let's see what else there. The flute was in a chest. Let's see. The sword's available. Fires we haven't found. Could be interesting. It might not. I'm hesitant to call it a bug in the seed or bug in the tracker there. But, yeah.
Okay, now it's Guelph is just looking all over for swamp.
Alright, he found a cave. What cave is this? Tablet cave.
You don't want none.
Nah. Sparkler spot? Sparkler spot. No? I can check it. Freyteeth. Disregarding formality and skipping the Sparkle Bridge.
Do you think that the actual search spot is actually on Sparko Bridge?
No, not at all. It's the south end of the castle is not. There's no Sparkle Bridges. Somewhere in that lake desert area. Centroid again. Back caught up again, so that early armor find not paying back in terms of finding where to be at. Ooh, the guard says no.
This could be something. Oh no, we're back to here. So Gilf just went to a circle.
Gilf's trying to find this little oddball spot that branched off to the swamp cave. Farteeth has found a weird little peninsula here full of swamp. Given the weird twisted nature of this thing, it might be a really oddball spot. Farteeth actually has the homework done, so if Farteeth does find that swamp cave, it could be just simply dive in and take a swim.
And level 8 for Gelf, so getting there...
Centroid is back into Garen's grave.
And Farteeth finds Garen. Oh, I think he's onto something.
Get back Garen him has your swamp cave, perhaps. Also, herb shop. Good to have.
Now we know Farteeth's done his homework. He's got the cursed belts.
In case there's a cave back there to fight him. Gil finds coal.
The only things we haven't found are swamp caves and jerk. And Farteeth just robbed the Garenham Bank.
Alrighty, let's see here. Cave has?
It's swamp.
It's swamp cave. Alright, Farteeth is... It's a stone man, which means sleep may save your bacon here. Alright, it's not a free fight. Stone man is very dangerous, but falls asleep quite well. So Farteeth might be close to finishing this seed off right now.
I think he's done it.
Yeah,
he has done it.
Yeah, Snowman's down. Served thee well. Thou hast killed a stone man.
And he's gonna do it without heal or hurt, but he does have outside and repel. Outside and return already.
Alright.
So he's gonna save the princess, get to the castle, so you said in the beginning, like, there's usually 3 types of seeds we've seen so far this summer league. 42, 45-minute ones, then the ones that go an hour or 20, and some that go 2 minutes. And guess what? This is one of those 45-minute seeds. Yeah, curse. There's a death necklace there, and the princess will take a curse belt before she takes the death necklace.
Indeed, that would cost more. So yeah, Farteeth found things a bit later, but got those good kills with those metal slimes. Hadn't to worry about grinding experience points. Found stuff, and hey, packs in with the belt here at about 44 minutes. What a lovely corset.
And get your GGs out, ladies and gentlemen. 44 minutes, 4 seconds. Farteeth takes the big 5 points.
Yeah, no, Farteeth, you had the rough start. Farteeth was the one who left the throne room with the key by accident the first time, had to go back for it. But I made a good time. Found everything in just the right order. And had enough homework done to just simply outspeed, cast repel, and walk around the world until I find my swamp cave. Got pretty well.
Has indeed. And seeing the position, he was in 33rd in the ranking so far. He's gonna get 5 big points. It's gonna bring him up to 10. He's gonna be right in the thick of it.
Stuff. Next week we have 3 Company, another alternate Moon Seed, which is more akin to the traditional game, rather than have to kill the landlord, you have to bring him the princess. So it's still, again, long trial action next week, so it's more of a traditional, like, get your grind on, make sure you survive the walk down there, and it's dangerous to the princess. You can't talk to the king and save. If you talk to the king, you get the princess back. So you have to find the princess, get her, then go to Turlock, then drop her off.
By the way, Gelf has the levels, so we could all agree that you need to be level 9 in order to pull this off.
No, I'd say level 9. 8 or 7 would be doable. The strength is great, but sleep is all you really need. You need Snowman to, do Snowman things and fall asleep on you.
Well, the 26 strength, I would say.
Yeah, that's really helped. But I still think the level 7 or level 8 would be doable. You just have to find...
And Will Wagner's found Garanum.
Which is nice, but Will Wagner... I don't know if Will Wagner has... I don't know if Will Wagner has the Chris Belts. Availability, yes. The king will take her back and ruin the whole... get the prince away thing. So you can't save either. You have to do all one fell swoop.
Or you feel like you're in go mode early at 14-15, don't even need to rescue the princess.
Just blow the dragon over. Yeah, it's very possible. A few people thought there'd be some seeds of this setting where you just say, screw it, I'll go Dragon Lord faster. But every seed has basically been like, nah, first belt's reasonably close, I'll grab those belts and cash in.
Yeah, a lot of wins at level 9, level 10. That's right, Valen V. You can't save. King will take the princess.
And the ladder sees Swamp Cave and says, nope, not yet. Guest, Fryteeth is here in the chat.
Fryteeth, congratulations, good sir. Very well done.
Thank you.
A little bit of a rocky start, but you pulled it off. You got yourself 5 big points.
Thanks.
And by the way, you're right. Seawolf, Will Wagner does not have his homework done.
Oh. You can't do it on homework. You try to do it on homework sometimes, it bites you in the butt. You can't do it all the time. Yes, Fryteeth could work. And, metal slimes. There's 2 metal slimes you get access to, basically walk the world freely. You had all the experience you needed. You had Repel. You had all the homework done. You found all your belts in that cave and said, I'm just going to stop here and get my belts full. And yeah, just basically, where's that cave at? And find yourself a princess.
Yeah, I decided once I got enough gold for the flame sword and magic armor, it was time to fill up on the belts, and that way, once I found the swamp cave, as long as there was something I could kill in there, it would be find the swamp cave and be done.
Funny thing is, you went to the mountain cave, all that stuff there. Did you ever go to Garen's grave and find the armor?
I went into the grave, saw what it was, and never went back.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, it's the top 3 chests had the armor. So it would have been handy for you, but obviously not required. And I said, no, nothing
we
really
got a problem. Will Wagner just saved the princess.
That's fine, as long as Phil wants to risk... Ooh, Will. Do it, Will. You don't got the stuff. Will. No. You need... There you go. Good. Okay. So I was going to roll the dice and try to do the homework now. Princess in hand.
Could be the case, but we got Gelf all the way, and Gelf has just gotten into Garenham. And Gelf's got his homework done.
Alright, so not too far behind. And trading chests, seeing the swords there. That's reasonable. Okay, Fryteeth, the siege was pretty tame. Enemies were a few oddball enemies here and there, a few dragons sprinkled in there to be dangerous. But anything to see really give you a headache, or just kind of a smooth sailing the whole way through?
Yeah, not too bad. Although it was definitely not a good feeling when I found the
Wait a
town
minute.
with all
I
the
guess
items.
Gelf did not have his homework done. Sorry about that. Gelf did not have his homework done.
Dun dun dun.
I guess I mean finding that town with flame sword and magic armor so close to start when I did was not very comforting.
Yeah, most racers went to the north and the west because the swamp was down there. You could just walk east a few steps and like a screen and a half you were there. But they all missed it for the first 10-20 minutes. And once they had it, they all tried going around the long way because they only had herbs. Centric actually used Death Necklace to try and overcome the low strength. But died too many times, ended up with one hit point in the swamp and could not escape. So had to restart after like 10 minutes. Ah, you're being fixed up in chat. Wealth is the proper saying.
Guelph. Okay.
Thank you, John. Alright, liner. Built.
Just gotta do this 2 more times.
Alright, let's see. Speaking of Guelph, where is Guelph at? Is Guelph in the mountain cave, or is Guelph back in the
Guelph is in Swamp Cave.
Okay. Alright. Guelph fighting Snowman. Centroid still walking around fighting the Red Dragon. Alright, Snowman is down. Moves here around this corner. Open that door.
And it looks like Guelph is gonna get it done before Will Wagner gets it done. Just an outside and a return away.
There you go. Find your princess. Hold her close. Lift her up. Give her a curse belt. Oh, where are you going? Don't do it. Does Guelph need more belts?
Did he not do it?
Guelph might not be sure. You better be careful. Alright, Bill's gonna cash in.
He's gonna cash in, and this was a... I do not get this at all. Did Guelph not get his homework done? I thought he did.
About to find out. Bullbander is gonna cash in his princess. But here, Lork, have this annoyance. And here, take this lovely corset. Alright, Bullbander. This homework a bit faster than Guelph does, and finishes off.
So it looks like he did not get his homework done. Oh, he did not get his homework done. Guelph spent all that time exploring and didn't get the homework done before saving the princess.
Yeah, unfortunately, even has spots inventory, so it might be 3 or 4 trips in this cave.
I think it's going to be a lot more than 3 or 4 trips.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, oof, it's like 5 walks. Alright.
And Centroid's found the princess. Hopefully we'll get... what is Will Wagner doing?
Bullbander says, I must see something. He has to know something. He wants to know what's in that blasted search spot.
Makes sense to me, that's why he's probably not joining us on commentary right now.
Yes, so Willwander just spent about 10 minutes looking for that search spot and being foiled. So you might say it cost him the race, but you just gotta know. Well, now I'm going to resume the belt grind.
Looks like it is nothing.
Huh. It can't be nothing. Hmm.
And it looks like, oh, and Centroid hasn't done his homework either.
Alright, that's fine though. Centroid has found the goods, taking care of business. Stage of princess, but now we have to get some belts. I'm not sure about the location. It's hard to count that down.
Yeah, this, it is kind of a hard count. It was kind of windy. And Will Wagner's just joined us in chat. Congratulations, Will Wagner. You got yourself 3 points, and I'm assuming you're a little bit frustrated about what happened with the coordinates.
I counted them right. I counted them individually, steps out. I went 48 down and 6 west. Did I write them down wrong?
That's what we got. 48 and 6. This calls for investigation. We'll take care of that later.
Brian Williams says it's a story item, but it's open Sherlock, so it's removed from the game.
That is garbage. I am, you know what? I am pretty mad about that because I would have never searched that a million times. I thought that I had my math wrong, but I never would have spent 20 minutes there if I knew that. It really makes me upset that I didn't know that.
Well, let's see the details, the updates, such. I'm not sure how that works.
I don't either. But GG's for Gelf. He just finished at a SRL time of 56:48, and Centroid is gonna finish up his homework and hopefully finish in under an hour.
Pretty close call there. So,
Would you say I spent 20 minutes dying trying to get that item, give or take? Maybe a little bit more?
I guess 15 before. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured it was at least 15.
Well, the chat there. Yeah, well, good job. No, Guelph, you did very well. Get the experience point lead there. You found the items first. You had easy access to the first grind yourself. So good work there. It's hard to find Garen hands. It really out there somewhere.
It was out in the east, and you had Freitief who ran into I think 3 metal slimes in a row and knocked him down.
Out of my 11 deaths, 9 of them were en route to get that item. I probably would have finished this somewhere around 35 minutes, 36 minutes, 38 minutes, something like that.
Since we're doing a few more belt grinds.
I didn't see the mountain cave and the Garanham's grave were right next to me. I definitely should have checked that area first. But once I found Cantlin, I was so gung ho. I was like, oh, I got Cantlin. I'm gonna get an item. I know there's an item hit him. It's got to either be the sword or the armor because I already had the fighter's ring and death necklace, and I picked up the fairy flute. Actually, I might not have the fairy flute at that point. It could have been that too, I guess.
Yeah, the flute was actually in a chest. Where was the flute at? It was in the bottom of the grave.
Oh,
no, that
No,
was
I had the flute. It was in the bottom of the tablet cave, so I had that
Right, right.
already.
Yes, it was Tap Cave. You're right.
That's why I was going back there so much, because I knew it was either the sword or the armor, and I'm like, if I got one of those, I can beat this. I just need one of them, and I could probably beat the spike tile.
Yeah, Spectile, thankfully, was squishy. I don't even know how the abilities. Just everyone saw it, put to sleep, and beat it up. So
Yeah,
of course, no man
definitely.
ever showed off what I had to offer.
Yeah, Wagner, I kind of forget. Did you get Erdrick's armor in the
I
grave?
did. I ended up
Okay.
getting it in the grave, and then I went outside right away, and I went back to that search spot because I'm like, oh, it's got to be the sword then, and Grr.
Big wealth. This
I would
game.
love to see the spoiler log for this. And Citroid is dropping the Death Necklace for the Cursed Belt, not knowing that Death Necklace would not be taken anyways because Cursed Belt costs less.
But no worries. The homework is done. I'm back at the castle, and we'll see it finish very soon.
Looks like an Astral time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 8 seconds.
Yeah, Citroid unfortunately, early game went for the ultimate gamble with the Death Necklace, and basically wanted to bypass that low strength, the Death Necklace. But a few too many deaths. Never found a town to buy herbs at. Never found the heal spell. None of you found the heal spell actually. Her heal spell's at least level 10 or level 11, I guess.
Yeah. Now that everybody's done, Tracker, can we throw up? We'll use Guelphs because that one's not covered. Can you click it up a couple of levels to see when the heal spell would have popped up, if that's okay? Not 11, not 12, not 13, not 4, 15,
Whoa.
16.
Woof. No heal seed. Woof.
Yeah, had
There
to
you
go all
have
the
it.
way to 16.
Alright, Dragon Lord, now you get yours.
That's why I like to always thank our trackers for doing a heads up job and putting that information out there at the end of the race. Just to keep everything honest. And that's why we ask you to follow our trackers, Monsieur Slime and Ali Gerbrap. Is it Ali Gerbrap or Ali Gerbrap?
It's Gerbrap, but I could be wrong.
Gerbrap, okay.
Don't worry, we'll hear all about it later on. You'll be told sternly the proper way to say it.
And we have all of our runners here: Centroid, Fred Thief, Seawolf, Will Wagner.
I'm not runner.
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
Hello, GG's.
That was a tough one, Centroid.
It's really the
it's-
ultimate gamble. To start
Yeah,
there.
it's okay. It was a calculated risk, so it was either gonna be awesome or not. And I don't know. It was. I don't know. It was still a fun seed though.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Definitely had the yeah, that could have paid off. You found a town with herbs, you found the heal spell early on, that could have been a real payoff. Then eventually find Breckenary and deal with it. But fortunately, the early game was a little rough at the start there, and that giant swamp to start just kind of sealed the deal.
Yeah. So my question: does the princess take the death necklace away from you, or was that
No.
or was dropping that an unnecessary?
It was unnecessary because it's by value. Death Necklace, you sell it for 1,200. Curse Belt sells for 180, so she would take the Curse Belt before she takes the Death Necklace. But in this race, it didn't matter anyways because Will Wagner had already finished. I mean, Gelf had already finished.
yeah, I just kind of wanted to be sure at that point. I'm like, I'd rather finish than take the forfeit, but I guess at that point it didn't matter. But yeah, good to know for next time.
That's right, because we got Three's Company coming up, so dust off your 70s clothes and do your best Ralph Furley impersonations. Or Mr. Roper, depending on which era you enjoyed more. That's what I want to ask Centroid Frighty for Wagner. Have you any experience in Three's Company, and explain, the different thought process going on between Three's Company and like a normal race?
It's it depends on the version of Three's Company, because sometimes they have open Sharlock Three's Company. Sometimes it's get all the items and get through Sharlock. Sometimes it's short Sharlock. If it's short Sharlock, you can beat it pretty early, pretty quickly. But if you have to assemble everything and get it together and bring the princess in, I find that beating it before 10 or 11 is kind of tough.
And I think that's the case this time.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never played it, but it sounds to me like the key thing is you don't need to be completely decked out to make the dive, right? You just need to kind of like, just get yourself just good enough. And this is an interesting setup to the point where, um, uh, I mean, I haven't thought about it, but you might want to experiment with other builds other than strength MP or something like. I made, strength agility might be the way to go, or like agility MP might even be, in play this time. I'm not sure.
That is true, and plus, all of you have Hurtmore back next week.
Yay.
Alrighty. We have the heads up that we have more Dragon Warrior to watch. You can find that after this race.
That is absolutely true, and it looks like before we wrap things up, any final words on the seed, Centroid Freightif, Guelph, and Will Wagner?
It was a learning experience.
Just thanks for the commentary, the tracking, and the restream.
I second that wholeheartedly.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody.
You're welcome, and we do try our best here. We are going to have some more Dragon Warrior action, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to kick it over to RPG Valkyries. Mr. Holmes is running Dragon Warrior 1. So more Dragon Warrior goodness is happening right now. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching and watching us live or on the VOD. So for our runners, Centroid 41, Frighty, Guelph 35, and Will Wagner Music. For our restreamer, Lord of the Synth. For our trackers, Ali Jabrab and Monsieur Slime. For Seawolf 1, I am Cindy Seidelman, aka Sigma Fan, saying Rando, and good night.
Level 2. If you've never played this game casually, like, it's